Hey, good day, YouTube. Quick lunchtime chat I wanted to put out. I haven't done a video in quite a while, so I just wanted to maintain contact here with everybody. And I'm not going to drive around because we got such a nice view today. If you exclude the windsock there, it's a pretty awesome day today. And I just want to share the view with you while we discuss through this. But biggest thing I want to say is it's not about the news. I've been struggling the last week or whatever, just going through my own thought process about what needs to go on, what I need to be doing, with everything that's going on. And I think the biggest thing is we know we have enough evidence that we know the direction we're going. We may not know what their next move is, but with all of the between Agenda 21, increased federal power, collapsing, purposeful destruction of the economy, and the money system, to a number of other things, staged wars. And then you have the federal powers grabs here in our own country. We all know it's not going to work out well. We need to plan and prepare best as we can, and continue to harp on what goes on day to day. I think is counterproductive, or it wastes our energy, unless there's major movements of something that is tactically on the ground needs to be reacted to. I just think I'm better off at least not worried about it, because we all know where it's going to end up eventually. But still been dwelling a lot on the Bundy Ranch thing. It's tough to avoid it when you know people on the ground down there standing there ready to fight, and it's tough to be removed from that situation and not think about it. But biggest thing I'm taking away from that is just further preparations in our own local area. And I'm going to do put together a video concerning the video series I did last year, or I started last year, and was continuing to work on supporting the resistance and supporting it, and the kind of the 4 phases I was going to talk about initially. And I think a lot of things that happened at Bundy Ranch has validated that, and I wanted to just discuss that in a more in-depth video later about some of those suppositions that I made that I think are true, and what the way forward could be. And I think the good thing is I think a lot of people already have that stuff organized, and that's good too. Because that's definitely, I think that's where we're at. Before Lexington and Concord, there was a Boston Massacre, the Boston Tea Party. There was several political figures sacked and ran out of town in different states, and various states, before Lexington Concord. So it's, I would say we're already in the stage of the hot war. Just like things were hot before the Declaration of Independence was signed, it takes a lot of things to fall in place before political forces get involved. And I think that we're going to be involved in the same thing, so we can't afford to to wait for the politics to catch up with us. They will when they're ready, or when they feel it's necessary. People got to continue to act, just like Clive and Bundy did, and politics will catch up when they feel it's expedient for them, I guess. I think that's one thing we fail to remember is Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and those people weren't the catalysts for what was going on. They were the reaction to it. And I just, in my week of sabbatical, I guess is what this has been, I've come to realize that we can't wait for Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin. The catalysts are already out there. Those people that are a reaction to whatever happens will come along. But we got to be, those of us that are more involved at the tactical level, be ready to go. That's where I think we're at, and that's probably going to consume a large part of my time and efforts, and efforts here on YouTube as well. Think locally and act locally, and do what you can. Obviously help your brothers out across state lines or whatever if you can, but also make sure that you're well set up in your own position. So have a good day, YouTube. That's what's to come. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I haven't had a chance to really do a shout out to all of them. I mean, I definitely can't name them. And the way YouTube's set up now, you can't even hardly track when you get a new subscriber. But appreciate everybody who subscribed during the Bundy Ranch throwdown. And something more of similar stuff to follow, hopefully, that will be informative and newsworthy as far as you being interested in watching it. I'm not saying it should be on the 9 o'clock news, but if you're interested in watching it and it's informative, it's news, right? So thanks, everybody. Hopefully you enjoy the channel. We'll try to put out some thought-provoking and substantial information and events in the future. So everybody out there, have a good day. Live free.